sale Friday 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Party 2026. Produced by Live Nation.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us here on Josh and Swain, presented by Junk Beyond, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists. Shout out to Will, sent us a message, said, hey, listening from the beach. This is a fun week for a lot of folks, able to get away. Appreciate the opportunity for us to go with you through the headphones.
It don't feel like we with them.
Yeah, weird time. Tennessee's back in action at home, but fall breaks, so a lot of people get away. And I'm happy for everybody.
I'm not. I'm jealous.
Okay. That is an understandable emotion.
No, I'm happy for you, man.
Andrew said, dang it, now I can't stop saying Duval in my head.
Duval.
Liam Cohen.
Dude, he's a heck of a coach.
He's doing a great job with Trevor Lawrence.
Hey.
Rejuvenated Trevor Lawrence with that win against the Chiefs 2 nights ago.
Hey.
Hey.
You want to know something? You want to know what I realized?
I would like to know something. You're the insider.
Well, let me get inside then. Let me take you inside. Joshua J. Ward. I realized Kentucky still couldn't beat Tennessee with Liam Cohen. How about that, man? Who has been able to help the Jacksonville Jaguars win and be successful? They had a, 5-time national champion, 4-time national champion, 3-time national champion, and Urban Meyer couldn't win anything. They had another successful coach, Doug Peterson, couldn't win anything big. And Liam Cohen gets in there, first year as a head coach. He beats the Kansas City Chiefs.
4-1.
They're 4-1. And Kentucky had them 2 different times and still couldn't do anything against Tennessee. Thought you should know that.
You are right. In 2023, with Liam Cohen as the offensive coordinator, Kentucky finished 7-6. In 2021, that's when he was there, his previous stint, they did go 10-3 that year.
Who they lose to?
Won the Citrus Bowl.
Who they lose to that year?
The 2021 Kentucky Wildcats, well, they lost to the Tennessee Volunteers.
What was the score? It was a high-scoring game, wasn't it?
Yeah, 45-42.
Liam Cohen, NFL head coach caliber, helped you put up 40-plus points, and you still lost to Tennessee. You couldn't even beat Tennessee with Liam Cohen.
They lost on the road against number 1 Georgia, no shame there. And they lost in Starkville.
Let me stop.
Yeah.
It's not even fun anymore. It's not even fun talking trash to Kentucky fans. It's not fun. I need to stop. Because I'm to the point where I'm starting to feel a little sorry for them.
What does Duval mean? Fair question. The text box, that's the county where the Jaguars are.
Yeah.
We have another question that insiders might have some information on.
You know what you need to say? Instead of Duval, you need to say, very good. Very good.
I might be removed from the community if I attempt that.
No, you need to do it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, if you want to call it Faraju, which is
I'm not doing that.
Alternate pronunciation. Brad wants to know, do we know the uniform colors for Tennessee on Saturday, as there have been social media rumors of dark mode? It's either this week or Oklahoma that you would go dark mode, right? You're not doing it for New Mexico State. I wouldn't think Vandy. So you only have 2 other games, this week and Oklahoma.
Listen, can I take you into the mind of a 18 to 22-year-old playing college football during this day and age?
Sure.
I'm sure there's a player on the team that says, hey, I mean, we did wear all orange on the road against Mississippi State. Why can't we wear dark mode this week and against Oklahoma? If that's the case, then you could look at 3 games where you're not wearing orange. I'm pretty sure there's one player that's thinking about making that case.
Dark mode for both Arkansas and Oklahoma?
Yes. But I wouldn't do it. I understand the Leadership Council, they do have some pull. They decide to, go orange britches. I do think there are some times when the leadership above the Leadership Council was like, nah, we're not doing that. I think this needs to be one of those times. Wear orange this week. That way dark mode hits harder when you're wearing it at night versus OU. And then, you're going to wear those other gray uniforms, New Mexico State.
The Oklahoma game is also Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday, November 1st.
Like you take away from the dark mode on Halloween weekend if you wear them this week. That's all I'm saying.
What if they go orange breeches with the black jersey for the Halloween game?
I mean, that probably looks slightly better than Lane Kiffin's uniform against
Slightly.
South Carolina.
Orange helmet, black jersey, orange pants,
Josh,
black cleats.
Josh, we're not Oklahoma State. We're not doing
Okay.
that. Listen, do you not understand? We don't need to see the orange helmets again. Unless we are going to, raffle them off for charity or something. We don't need to see those again.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding on that one.
Put the orange helmets inside of the beer barrel and let it collect even more dust.
Josh in the text box says, wear all black for Vandy and Diego Pavia's funeral. I don't think you go black jerseys against Vandy. That's their color. Right.
Who said that?
Not this Josh, but a Josh in the text box.
I thought all Joshes. And this Josh might be awesome. I don't think that's an awesome idea. The last thing you want to do is wear a special uniform for Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to treat them.
That's also senior day. You go orange.
No, you got to go orange on senior day, man.
Yeah, go with the classic look, orange jersey, white pants.
Yeah. So, it doesn't make sense to me. Again, I'm addressing the message board talk and online talk. It doesn't make sense to me to wear black uniforms this weekend when it's set up perfectly for you to wear them against Oklahoma. And then you're already going to wear your great alternates this year versus New Mexico State. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Worry you that there's so much uniform talk in the middle of the week against
Worry me? No.
Arkansas?
This is conversations that fans have.
Okay.
Like, it's all good.
Yeah, I got a message the other day with the news of the Alabama kickoff saying, no, we need to concern ourselves with Arkansas, things that we can control. We don't control anything that happens on Saturday.
Listen, man.
I got no control.
Fans are awesome because although we make an impact in home games and us cheering and the energy that we give the players, I think we take ourselves too serious, whereas sometimes we think we playing. Your days are over, okay? Whether it was Little League, whether it was middle school football, whether it was high school football, whether you got a chance to play a little bit in college, your time is up, bud. You're not playing anymore. You ain't on the team. So stop mentally pretending like you're on the team and in the locker room. We are not. And so just because we're having conversations about the uniform doesn't mean the players are saying, here's this Arkansas prep notebook that I have. I'm going to put it down and close it and focus all my time on uniform conversation. That's not what's happening. So it's okay for us to talk about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's good.
We'll come back. We'll talk Tennessee, Arkansas on the field as well.
They'll be focused. Remember,
I think so, too.
revenge.
Yep, revenge week for Tennessee.
Yeah.
865-656-9900. If you would like to join us with whatever you would like to cover, you can call or text to be part of the show. We'll also talk about NCAA rule changes that will affect the sport moving forward. We have a lot to cover this afternoon. Thank you for being with us as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Caller 9 to 656 wins gets to make your best guess at the Tennessee final score this week. If yours is a guess chosen and it's correct, you can pick any Ford or Lincoln on the Ted Russell lot up to $75,000. Caller 9 right now, 656-9467. From Ted Russell Ford and 99.1, the sports animal.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
American League Division Series last night. The Mariners took a 2-1 series lead over the Tigers with an 8-4 win in Detroit. The Yankees rallied from an early 5-run deficit to defeat the Blue Jays 9-6. Toronto still leads the series 2-1. All 4 division series could end today. The Mariners will try to finish off the Tigers in Game 4 at 3 o'clock. The Cubs will try to avoid getting swept by the Brewers with Game 3 today at 5. Yankees will try to force a Game 5 against the Blue Jays at 7. And the Dodgers look to complete a sweep of the Phillies tonight at 9. The NCAA has adopted a new 15-day transfer portal window that will run from January 2nd through the 16th for all FBS and FCS football players. The 15-day window opens one day after the college football playoff quarterfinals. Teams playing in the national championship game will have until January 24th to enter their names into the transfer portal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
TK Wheeler Jewelers has been in business for over 40 years in the Oak Ridge community, and they're undergoing a little facelift. Hey, it's Heather Harrington. TK is revamping his store just in time for holiday shopping. Now, I cannot wait to see the finished product, but if you need jewelry now, don't worry. They are still open for business Monday through Friday. I recently drove out to South Illinois Avenue to pick up a gold cross pendant necklace for my oldest son's birthday. Real solid gold on a rope chain, and it was a magnificent price because everything I was seeing online was gold plated and expensive. But at TK Wheeler Jewelers, I got real precious, solid 14 karat gold at a reasonable price. You can take your ideas to TK and let him create a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry for you, or you can browse his over $2.5 million worth of inventory and pick the perfect gift for yourself or your loved one. When you want beautiful jewelry at a great price, you got to shop where I do. TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Golf season is here, and an eagle awaits you at Sevierville Golf Club. The very best golf in the beautiful Smoky Mountains is ready for you. 2 18-hole championship courses with breathtaking views, unique layouts, and pristine enough to be named the best maintained public golf course in all of Tennessee. All of this makes for a round of golf you won't soon forget. So challenge your game with all the elements of rolling hills, water, sand, and quick greens. Visit SeviervilleGolfClub.com to book your tee time or to learn more about memberships. Sevierville Golf Club, an eagle awaits you.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan, and you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Fox tonight. The Floor has a game-changing new twist.
The category steal.
I'm gonna go for it.
Rob Lowe hosts The Floor. Then, 71 contestants are closer to the million.
Everyone needs to keep their cool, including you.
And the only thing in their way are seemingly simple games.
You must thread a needle. You are not allowed to touch.
I've never been this stressed in my life.
Ken Jeong and Aaron Andrews host 99 to Beat.
It all starts tonight at 8. Then later it's news at 10 on Fox 43. Convenient, informative, local.
That's Fox 43 News at 10.
Every night, we bring you news, weather, and sports from East Tennessee. And we do it with people you know and trust, like news anchor Katie Inman.
We're live and local every night at 10 with today's top stories.
And Chief Meteorologist Todd Howell.
Our forecasts keep you informed and prepared so you can plan for what's ahead.
News you can trust at the right time. Fox 43 News at 10, every night.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where horsepower meets hard work. We're reigniting the spirit of racing and the power of skilled trades. Mentorship, education, legacy, fuel the future on the track and in the trades. Get your tickets now at ihra.com.
Following the cold front, we are still left with a good amount of cloud cover and only a small chance for a spotty shower or two. There is a chance we'll start to see a little bit more sunshine developing later this afternoon, but certainly by Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
The Josh and Swain Show is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us as we're presented by Junk Be Gone. Hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. 865-656-9900. A lot of messages coming in to the text box. We'll open those up. We have some rule changes coming to college sports from the NCAA. We'll get to those as well here in a moment. First, we say hello to Aaron, who heard the sound a moment ago. The chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Aaron, do you have a score prediction for the Tennessee-Arkansas game?
I do, guys. I have a Tennessee win and a Tennessee cover. Give me Tennessee 38, Arkansas 24.
Hey.
38-24.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
You good with that over there, Swain?
Oh, yeah. I'm good with a win.
Okay.
Survive in advance. Game right before Alabama. Man, give me the win.
Okay. Hey, Aaron, we have you down. Tennessee winning 38-24 on Saturday. We appreciate your listening and calling and wish you good luck this weekend.
All right, fellas. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Aaron. He says Tennessee wins 38-24. Listen again this afternoon, tomorrow as well, for your chance to give a score prediction for Saturday's game. We will draw one of those predictions that we take this week at random on Friday, and the person whose score we draw will automatically win a free oil change from Ted Russell Ford, and a $50 gift card to Buddy's Barbecue. And if their score that we choose hits exactly correct on Saturday, then that person will win a brand new Ford valued up to $75,000 from Ted Russell Ford. So keep listening this week and listen all season long for your chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Swain, we'll get back to the text box in a moment. Are you ready for some rule changes that are coming to college sports?
I'm ready for them to make up their mind. That's what I'm ready for.
Well, that you might have to keep waiting on.
All right, cool.
But here's one item from today. The NCAA has all but removed its prohibition against gambling on professional sports as earlier today, the Division I Administrative Committee adopted legislation that would allow athletes to wager on games at the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, and other pro levels. They are still prohibited from betting on college sports and sharing information about college competitions with other bettors. That remains in place. But the NCAA is lifting the ban on betting on professional sports for college athletes.
I mean, I guess. I guess it makes sense. I mean, but in a way, it still opens up Pandora's box for them to be able to bet on college games. So either they can bet, period, or they can't bet at all. I think when you do this and you say, well, you can bet on NFL games, I mean, who are they going to check in with? Mm-hmm. They're going to check in with a new betting commission that will review all the bets made by college players. Like, how will they ever know? So either let them bet or not let them bet. But I think by doing this, you're still opening yourself up to allowing college kids to still bet on college games. But I think it's hard to stop them from doing it. So you might as well just, I guess, lax some of the rules and embrace it. No different than a couple of years ago when NIL became a thing and transfer rules became a thing. Like the NCAA had to adjust. They had to say, well, we can't stop it. We should allow it, but have some type of guardrails around it or appear like we have some guardrails around it because you just can't stop it altogether. That's what this seems like they're doing.
We also have portal updates, transfer portal updates.
Oh, gosh.
So there will be no spring transfer portal window. And yesterday, the NCAA Division I Administrative Committee passed dates for the one-time only college football transfer portal. Those dates will be January 2nd to January 16th. So no spring transfer portal. The portal moves from December to January 2nd through the 16th. Players on college football playoff teams can still enter 5 days after their last game, as you'll have some playoff teams that will play on through January. So they will be able to enter 5 days after their last game, and grad transfers cannot enter the portal until January 2nd. Also, the window of coaching changes affecting the portal has changed. You now get a 15-day window to enter the portal after the new coach is hired. So not after the coach is fired, but now you get a 15-day window after a new coach is put in place.
So you're going to make players think about it for a couple days longer? Listen, they've already talked to other teams. They've already been tampered with. Now you're just making them wait a couple days. The player's going to do what he wants to do or what she wants to do regardless. But, hey, this is going to appease some ADs and coaches around the country, I'm sure.
I also will wait to see what happens this spring if a player decides, no, I want to go to a different school and I want to play right away, and he challenges the NCAA in court. I want to see what happens. Because at some point that's going to happen.
You know what's going to happen. It's going to happen. But, I mean, I think this may cause decision makers to maybe wait a little bit before they decide to fire coaches, or maybe this doesn't make them wait a little bit. Maybe it makes them feel even better about their decision to fire coaches, knowing that they have an opportunity to retain some of their players if there's something in place that makes them wait a couple days and giving that new coach a chance to make a good first impression.
The significance of the one window in January will also be affected by quarterbacks who are thinking about a quarterback battle. they'll have to think earlier about where they really stand. They can't go through the spring anymore, see how it plays out like Steve Angeli did. He went through a 3-quarterback battle at Notre Dame. He was the odd man out, so he decided after the spring to transfer. Nico's that's a whole different story. He was the starting quarterback. He left for different reasons. But Tennessee, Chris asked in the text box, will Jake Merklinger be a Vol in February? I don't know. I wouldn't, excuse the phrasing based on the news this segment, I wouldn't bet on it. But I don't know. But that would be an example of a guy needs to make a decision in January. He can't wait until the spring, at least based on these rules.
I mean, if he wants to play, I don't think he will be.
To use Angeli as an example, in the spring, I think Merklinger will be the odd man out in a 3-man battle. I think it's George McIntyre versus Faison Brandon.
Yes. Yep. I think so too, my friend. Hey, and there's an opportunity for him to improve and shock the world and be the guy here. It's also an opportunity for him to learn from this year, last year, and take those experiences, take that knowledge, and go somewhere else and win the job. But it's up to what he wants to do. And some guys are okay in their role, and they're happy with being a Tennessee Volunteer, and they're okay with being a backup. Mm-hmm. But some guys say, no, scholarship is not enough. I want to play.
The window being in January will end what we saw last year, players on teams in the college football playoff who have to decide, well, if I'm going to get in the portal, I guess I need to go ahead and do it before I lose a spot somewhere else, because that spot will be waiting in January. There will not be a portal in December. So that is a good move.
Yeah, I mean, all it's going to do, Josh, is make people tamper a little earlier and have plans put in place a little earlier. That's all it's gonna do. And that's what they should do. Like if you know that you're not playing and you want another opportunity somewhere else, you're probably not going to get it during the spring. So you might as well start thinking about some other places you can go after the season is over. There's no reason to wait until the spring.
One other note, somewhat related, there is also a new snitch line, with the College Sports Commission launching an anonymous tip line developed in partnership with Real Response HQ that allows anyone to confidentially report potential rules violations around third-party NIL deals and revenue sharing directly to the College Sports Commission. So there's a snitch line that you can use confidentially. Also, appreciate Tyler White noting related to the new betting rules with the NCAA saying college athletes can, moving forward, bet on pro leagues. The U.S. Integrity already monitors all regulated sites' data to find players' names on accounts that have bet. They've been using that at the pro level. That would apply to college athletes as well.
Can't you use grandma's name? Can't you use auntie? Can't you use little cousin? Little cousin in 4th grade got a parlay about to hit.
Well, at that point, I think you're breaking the law, right?
All right, little cousin that is a senior in high school.
By the way, I will just tell you.
That's over 18.
Betting on college games, friendly wagers, but betting on college games, that already happens.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that does occur. Shouldn't, not supposed to, but it does. That's different, though. I'm not talking about on gambling apps.
I'm talking in reality
friend
here.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep the conversation moving. 865-656-9900. We'll open up the text box coming up when we come back on Josh and Swain.
Touchdown, Big Orange! We now have a way for you to watch Tennessee play on TV and listen to Mike Keith's broadcast at the same time, synced up. Here's what you do. On your TV, at kickoff, pause the game. We'll be delaying the radio broadcast behind the kickoff, so when we reach kickoff with Mike saying, here we go, all you have to do is unpause your TV. You'll have visual of the game and Mike married up to it. It's very simple. Once again, pause your TV, and then on 99.1 The Sports Animal, over over the air when Mike announces kickoff. Here we go. Release your paws on TV, and you can watch it and hear Mike at the same time. We appreciate you listening and enjoy the game. Go Vols!
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Brogan Financial, wealth management and retirement planning. The team at Brogan Financial works every day to serve clients. That's what their entire business is about and has been since Brogan Financial was founded in 2001, serving clients in the pursuit of financial independence. Brogan Financial is a fiduciary. They have a responsibility to act solely in the best interest of the client. Brogan Financial is not trying to sell you anything. They're trying to help you build out your future, plan for retirement, plan for life beyond retirement, plan for the life that you are dreaming of. Jim Brogan and the team work every single day to make sure that is the case for their clients. Jim has been on the radio on our news talk station for 20 years helping people. He's been teaching financial education classes at UT and Pellissippi State for almost 20 years as well. He has his next two-part class, by the way, coming up at Pellissippi's Hardin Valley campus on Tuesday, October 21st, and then on October 28th. It's a two-part class that can help you with how to increase income certainty in retirement, how to help maximize Social Security income, answer a lot of questions for you, help cover the big, beautiful bill, how to minimize taxes in the future. You can sign up, get information on the class at PellissippiRetirementPlanning.com, and for Brogan Financial, online at BroganFinancial.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Show your volunteer spirit and support the children in East Tennessee this season by parking at East Tennessee Children's Hospital on game days. Parking starts at $25 and is only a 12-minute walk to the stadium. Parking staff are Children's Hospital volunteers, ensuring 100% of all funds go directly to caring for the children in our region. To learn more about East Tennessee Children's Hospital's game day parking, visit etch.com. That's etch.com.
Hey, Vol fans, fall is here. Go by Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, and let's get your yard looking like Neyland. They have a fall turf package with everything you need for the lawn this fall. Come experience the difference. Their staff is ready to guide you to the best lawn in the neighborhood. That starts with the best seed you can get in Tennessee. Their PTT Tall Fescue will impress. Stop by one of their 3 locations, Knoxville, Maryville, and Powell, or online at DickensSupply.com. Go Vols!
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
Rogue SE 85 1972, lease price $29,150. XTL 309,014, lease price $24,312. 0% at no payments on select models. Number one dealer based on July 2025 RDR. All offers with approved credit cannot combine offers.
Hey, Tennessee, Scott Gropp here, and I'm ready to rock your world during Oak Ridge Nissan's Rocktoberfest of savings. Get into a brand new Nissan Kicks for $249 a month, or new Nissan Rogue for $279 a month. Or how about 0% financing for 60 full months and no payments till next year? If your trade-in's on its last leg like an old 80s hairband, rock up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. And don't forget, this month, Oak Ridge Nissan is donating $50 for every car sold for breast cancer awareness. We've got the cure to save thousands of dollars, and now we're giving thousands of dollars to find the cure for breast cancer. So make that 10-minute drive and save thousands of dollars. It's a Rocktoberfest of savings, and that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
If your business needs industrial space, from manufacturing plants and distribution centers to warehouses or flex properties, the NAI Cola RM Moore team has the expertise to deliver with deep market knowledge, strong industry connections, and over 500 years of combined broker experience. NAI finds the right space or buyer to match your needs. Optimize efficiency, control cost, and position your operation for growth with NAI Cola RM Moore. Online at colamore.com.
I'm Michael Jenkins, helping you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. We're taking the Dodgers in the first 5 run line today against the Phillies. Phillies made a swap on the mound and are starting Aaron Nola instead of Ranger Suarez. No thanks. Nola has had one of the worst seasons of his career, had a regular season ERA of 6.01. Starting him over Suarez with the season on the line is malpractice. We like the Dodgers to make him pay. LA on the first 5 run line is the call. I'm Michael Jenkins from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books, and download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Time now for another 5K a day national keyword. Here's your chance to win $1,000 to spend however you wish. This play's keyword is
smile. That's SMILE. Smile.
Text the word to 95819 to enter yourself to win $1,000. That's 95819. We give you 5 words a day, so make sure you keep it on The Sports Animal. Please don't text while driving. Complete rules are available on our website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
This is Josh and Swain, final segment. It'll be a quick one to close out hour number 1, and then we have 2 hours to go. We were asked, again, related to the health status, do you all think Jermon McCoy will be back against Alabama? My opinion is a no, but would love to be wrong. I'll just repeat what I've said this week. Until you hear that he's doing teamwork on the practice field, do not expect him back, and there's no indication of when that will happen. So right now, no reason to expect that Jermon McCoy is back for the Alabama game. I would put it more in the hope category.
I agree. I mean, I don't know how much confidence I have that we'll see McCoy this season. I mean, after this bye week, which would have been a great opportunity for him to play, he's not going to play. There's just a lot to lose, man. And first game, you want your first game to be against probably a top 5, top 10 team in Alabama, against 3 best receivers that Tennessee will play this season on the road. That's just a really tough game to come back and that be your first game. And then if it's not that one, then is it going to be the next one? And by that,
Kentucky's on the road after Bama,
and
and then a bye week after that.
And then we're talking about getting into
I'm sorry, Oklahoma after that.
Yeah, then we're talking about getting into November, and at that point, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
So I want him to have a full NFL career. I want him to not come back too soon and get hurt and ruin those chances. I would be sick if that happened. And so I'm just not getting my hopes up just to see him back. But again, like you said, in order for him to be back, he needs to participate and be a full participant in teamwork in practice.
Gio asked, should McCoy just redshirt this year? He is going to the NFL. Right now he is a projected first-round pick, and the majority of predictions have him in the top 15. So his decision is, does he come back and play any this season, or does he just prepare for the NFL draft? There is no red shirt talk. We'll keep the talk moving, though. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. 2 hours to go on Josh and Swain.
Hi, I'm David Brewster, owner of Aqua Clear Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aqua Clear, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aqua Clear will change your water. It'll change your life.
When you're going through an emergency with your HVAC, plumbing, or electrical, most of the time you don't know what the price is going to be or if it's going to be fixed the right way. But when you call Hiller, that's Hiller Plumbing, Cooling, and Electrical, know that they're going to solve your problems quickly. The experts there, they tell you a price, that's the price that you're going to pay. No hidden fees, no surprises when you get your bill. They've been doing this for 35 years. They've been doing it at a high level for 35 years, family-owned and operated. Their techs are professional, experienced, and trustworthy, all background checked and drug screened. Technology makes it great dealing with Hiller because when they are on their way, you'll receive a photo of the tech and a link to track them in real time. So that way you know the moment they pull into your driveway. So you're not wasting time waiting around wondering when they're going to show up to perform services at your home. 100% satisfaction guarantee is also what they stand by. Their motto, happy you'll be or the service is free. They stand by their work. You can book online, real easy, real convenient, happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement. 99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
If your family is like mine, then you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Hey, it's Heather Harrington. I'm cooking. My kids are doing homework or playing Uno, and then my husband is sitting there trying to figure out how to work the TV, all while we're sitting around the kitchen island. If you need space for your family, it's time to contact the professionals at Kitchen Sales. Let's give your family the space to spend time together every day and then entertain on special occasions. It doesn't matter what your budget is because at Kitchen Sales, they can beat salvage store pricing or they can do a fully custom-built kitchen, and they can hit everything in between. You're also going to love the fact that it is one-stop shopping. You can design your new space, pick out all your new cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and lock down your financing at one of their 2 handy locations. See their showrooms on Hoyt Avenue just off Cherry Street near downtown Knoxville or out west in the Town and Country Shopping Center just off North Peters Road. All the info you need is online, too, at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Lake lovers, John Wilkerson here. Tennessee National Lakefront Resort is releasing a brand new phase of lake lots one day only, Saturday, October 18th. Cottage package with boat slip from $379.9. Home site with 40-mile views and covered boat slip from $99.9. Move-in ready homes and custom builds. Pickleball, pools, coffee shop, marina, hiking trails, and much more. New lot release Saturday, October 18th. For your private tour, call 865-408-9992 or visit TennesseeNational.com. Memories begin here.
Show your volunteer spirit and support the children in East Tennessee this season by parking at East Tennessee Children's Hospital on game days. Parking starts at $25 and is only a 12-minute walk to the stadium. Parking staff are Children's Hospital volunteers, ensuring 100% of all funds go directly to caring for the children in our region. To learn more about East Tennessee Children's Hospital's game day parking, visit etch.com. That's etch.com.
Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. Jerry Jones got slapped with a $250,000 fine for accidentally, wink, wink, flipping off the crowd during the Cowboys' win over the Jets. He says it was supposed to be a thumbs up, not a one-finger salute. The NFL wasn't amused, but Jerry's appealing. Moral of the story, maybe let the players handle the hand signals next time. I'm Maggie Gray.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text METER to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text METER to 42424. That's METER to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Josh and Swain Show is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We begin hour number 2 of today's show, every day presented by Junk Be Gone, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists, online at junkbegone.biz. We had a follow-up text from the end of last segment about Jermon McCoy asking, will he really be a top 15 pick coming off a knee injury, get healthy, get a big NIL deal, and come back next year and ball out? By the NFL draft, he would be almost 18 months removed from his torn ACL. At that point, unless he has experienced a setback, he should be able to go through everything during the draft process in February with the Combine, with Pro Day when Tennessee hosts that, which he would take part in. By that point, I would think Jermon is 100% good to go with all physical activities.
NFL's not afraid of McCoy's ACL because of the science and how quickly guys can recover and be, some cases, even better than they were before the injury. So he's going to have to still run well, which, and this is the thing that people need to understand. Playing and playing well are 2 different things. McCoy put out first-round tape last year. You come back and you put out second and third round tape, guess where you're going to get drafted? Second and third round. We're talking millions of dollars that you've lost. And so the conversations that agents are having with the clients is you don't want to put bad film out there. It's not always the best advice. It doesn't always apply to every player, but in McCoy's case, it does apply because he is that type of player. And putting out bad film is important because it's the difference between first-round money and second-round money. He's an older player. If there's a freshman that has an agent and the agent's telling him, oh, man, you don't want to put out bad film, man, stop. He's a freshman. He's supposed to make mistakes. He's supposed to grow and get better from year to year. He's not eligible to go to the NFL after his third year anyways. So if he puts out bad freshman film, who cares? But for McCoy, he is draft eligible. So you want to be careful about what you put out there. So could he help Tennessee if he was 85%? Yeah. But 85% may look like a second rounder. It may look like a third rounder. It may look like a mid-third round player. And if you're McCoy in his camp, you don't want to lose that money, okay? Second, coming back to school versus going to the NFL would be a severe decrease in pay. Second round money, third round money is way more than what he would make in NIL money. So there's no advantage for him to come back for NIL money because he's going to make more as a first, second, or third round pick. Sometimes the Tennessee fans, we offer these players up to be red shirts because we want them to come back. We want them to help our team. There's no reason for Jamal McCoy to redshirt. There's no advantages for him to come back in redshirt.
A reference point, the last pick of the first round of this past spring's NFL draft, Josh Simmons, signed a 4-year contract, guaranteed at signing $14.675 million.
There's not one player in college athletics making $14 million in NIL. So it's just not worth it for Jamal McCoy to come back in redshirt if he doesn't play. Like, he doesn't need to. Now, if he had like a 5th round grade or a 4th round grade, and he's afraid of getting a 5th or 6th round grade if he comes back and play and he's not his normal self, then okay, you can explore the possibility of redshirting and coming back next year. But he has a 1st round grade right now, according to some of these sites. So there's no advantages for him to come back and redshirt and play next season. Like, this is it. So, PSA, I understand sometimes when a guy can't play, we think that they want to be healthy and finish their last year at Tennessee healthy. And, yes, they do. But in this scenario, it does not benefit McCoy to redshirt, come back next year, and risk getting hurt and losing out on all that money that he could possibly make.
So 2 choices. Come back this season or go ahead and shut it down and get ready for the NFL draft. Those are the 2 choices.
Yeah, and both choices include going to the NFL this season.
Right.
So he's either playing and going to the NFL or not playing, going to the NFL.
Right. And nobody knows what Jamal McCoy is going to do.
That should be the plan.
He has absolutely indicated privately, he's not spoken publicly that I'm aware of, but he's indicated privately he does want to come back and play this season. He's with the team. He's around the team. He's doing individual stuff at practice. But there has been no report of him doing any teamwork, of team periods.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime decision. There's no, my bads, let's do it again. It's one time. You got one time to get this right. One time only. And the wrong decision can cost you and your family and your family's family and your family's family big opportunities. So you have to be careful.
Yeah, Ethan asked why wouldn't he declare for a red shirt so he'd have that eligibility if he ever was able to come back, if anything ever happened. So if he doesn't play, he gets the red shirt. Or if he plays in less than 4 games, you get the red shirt. But
why would
he'll be preparing for the NFL draft?
Why would he want to come back? His stock is the highest right now. Like, it's just a huge risk to try to come back and you're not healthy and try to improve your stock. They have him listed as a top 2 or 3 corner. How much higher can you get? The juice is not worth the squeeze in his situation, coming back from a major injury. So why would he want to come back and redshirt and play next season? It makes 0 sense. Now, if you are a fan and you're putting Tennessee first, it makes sense. But you can't do that when you're looking at this situation. You have to put yourself in his shoes without orange-colored sunglasses. If you do that, I think you have a better understanding of why this is a difficult decision and why he has to make the right decision.
In the text box, we were asked, what would Swain do in Jamal McCoy's position?
I would play if I was 100% and cleared to play.
Bob asked, what about Ricky Gibson? What do you think with him? My guess is that
We'll see
he's
him next year.
Yeah, that he's back next year. He's a player that doesn't have that high of a draft.
Correct. So it would be smart for him to take this year as a medical red shirt or a regular red shirt. Don't matter. He got hurt in the first game, and then come back and put himself in the position that Jamal McCoy put himself in with his play last season. That should be what Ricky Gibson was thinking about doing.
Ethan down in Chattanooga followed up with his redshirt question, said, I meant in 5 to 10 years. Good point. 5 years from now, we might see Dramad and Jason going up against one another in practice once the eligibility rules change.
We won't.
I would like to see 45-year-old Swain giving the business to Dramad McCoy. That's what I want to see.
I got a job, Josh. I got a job, man.
Okay.
I got a couple of them, so I'm good.
And then D asks a good question. What does the orange dog say?
The orange dog says, go get your money, McCoy. We need you to be the poster boy for DBs coming to Tennessee, being developed, going to the NFL, so we can go get and recruit more DBs. Like, we need McCoy to be successful at the next level. Like, Alvin Kamara's getting old. Payton's not playing anymore. Trey Smith plays offensive lineman, even though he was in a commercial with Patrick Mahomes. He still plays lineman. Like, it's not that marketable, okay? So we need more dudes with more flair playing at the next level. I understand that Darnell Wright was a first-round pick, but he plays offensive line. So we need position players to get to the league and make some plays so that way we can use them in recruiting. So we don't want McCoy to mess this up either. We may want him to play, and we are a better defense when he's out there, but we got a lot on the table too. We have a lot riding on him going to the league as well. This helps us in recruiting.
Multiple texts saying, if I were McCoy, no way I'd step back on the field. Jonathan asking, why would he take a chance on getting hurt again? Another text that says, then leave, don't talk about him anymore.
Oh, my gosh.
He just got paid for nothing. What a joke.
Well,
we'll come back, 865-656-9900. We've also been asked to weigh in on some comments from a running back from Arkansas. We can get to that. We'll get Braden Gall's thoughts coming up on the Tennessee-Arkansas game and a huge slate in the SEC. We have a lot to talk about. 865-656-9900 to join us.
The app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
If you're looking for a different type of financing with credit unions that are local and national banks, looking for an SUV, sedan for your family, pickup trucks for the guy who wants to pull a boat or a trailer, Freedom Motors is your place. They specialize in a program just made for first-time buyers. Also, second chance financing. You can do that with Freedom Motors. If you're looking for cargo vans or service trucks, if you are a business owner of a small or large business, they have cargo vans and service trucks just for you. 2 locations to serve you in Clinton. You can go and see their selection online at freedommotors.tn.com or give them a call, 865-269-4090. Or, again, go to the website, freedommotors.tn.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Fox tonight. The floor has a game-changing new twist.
The category steal.
I'm gonna go for it.
Rob Lowe hosts The Floor. Then 71 contestants are closer to the million.
Everyone needs to keep their cool, including you.
And the only thing in their way are seemingly simple games.
You must thread a needle. You are not allowed to touch.
I've never been this stressed in my life.
Ken Jeong and Aaron Andrews host 99 to Beat.
It all starts tonight at 8. Then later it's news at 10 on Fox 43. Convenient, informative,
local.
That's Fox 43 News at 10.
Every night, we bring you news, weather, and sports from East Tennessee, and we do it with people you know and trust, like news anchor Katie Inman.
We're live and local every night at 10 with today's top stories.
And Chief Meteorologist Todd Howell.
Our forecasts keep you informed and prepared so you can plan for what's ahead.
News you can trust at the right time. Fox 43 News at 10 every night.
When the summer breeze in the holler turns a bit more crisp, that can only mean one thing. It's time for you to experience the Windrock Park Fall Jam, October 16th through 18th. So much for the whole family to do. Explore 300 miles of trails and experience majestic fall beauty. Trick or treat with the kids, or brave the haunted trail ride and enter to win a brand new Yamaha side-by-side. Visit windrockpark.com for more information on the 2025 Windrock Park Fall Jam.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
ACM and CMA Award winner, Hardy.
That's my favorite country song.
The Country Tour. April 9th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center with Mitchell Tenpenny. And McCoy Moore, Hardy Live.
You got it good.
On sale Friday 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Hardy 2026. Produced by Live Nation.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Jason Swain's here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. One follow-up in the text box. What about Colton Hood? If he continues to play at a high level and if his draft status and his stock continues to rise, yeah, he'll have a decision to make at the end of the season because he could go pro. There was one mock draft from CBS 2 or 3 weeks ago that had Colton Hood as a projected first-rounder. So long way to go for him, but, yeah, if he continues to play well, he, along with a few other guys, could have a decision to make at the end of the season. We begin this segment going to the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline to say hello to Braden Gall from 440 Sports. Braden, appreciate the time. As always, big SEC slate this weekend. We'll talk about a few of those games with you. First off, what do you think about Tennessee at home against Arkansas? Tennessee, a pretty big favorite. Bobby Petrino now the interim head coach of the Razorbacks.
I mean, I think you got to expect some sort of bump. This is an unusual one from a psychological standpoint for Arkansas because it's probably not one of those coaches where the message had sort of started falling on deaf ears or the culture was bad or that people were fed up with it. This is not like like an Urban Meyer situation where you fire a guy because it's total chaos behind the scenes. I imagine, knowing Sam Pittman, that, most of his players probably really like the guy. So I'm curious. It's not like it's a Bobby Petrino coach team or anything. I find it interesting, what's their response to something like that, It makes a lot of sense when you remove a character from an organization that is sort of viewed as, I don't want to say oppressive, but someone that's clearly having a kind of a negative effect on the personality and the culture. When you remove someone who's got a hugely positive impact on people's lives kind of outside of football, I'm curious what the effect is. And so normally you'd expect a bump. I don't know about that this time. Tennessee's high floor and their ability to execute on offense in this game gives them obviously a clear path to victory. And then you put on last year's tape, which I assume that every one of those players has had to watch a lot. And there's a lot of motivation here. So I think I would lay the points, honestly.
I think the fascinating thing here, I know by Petrino and everything that happened and him being an offensive guy, but I mean, he's bringing in a defensive coordinator that hasn't gone up against this type of offense during his time as a defensive coach. I think that's really fascinating coming off the bye week and having to go up against an offense that runs this type of tempo.
Yeah, and it's like I always think that bye weeks are largely overrated in general. There's always conversation in the preseason, like for college and pro, like, oh, that's a terrible time to get a bye. Oh, that's a great time to get a bye. Oh, you got a bye. Missouri had a bye before Alabama. And it's like you never really know if the bye week is valuable until you see, like, the health of your roster going into it. But I do think that there's value when you are going up against a scheme that is sort of unique. And it's not that, that Heupel's offense is, like, totally different from everybody else. There's plenty of teams running some version of it. But it is helpful when you're going up against a team that's just a little bit different than everybody else. So does that help him? Yeah, I still think Tennessee's floor on offense is just so generally high with Heupel that you're going to get to 30 points, 35 points. And so the question is can Arkansas find a way to sustain drives, maybe keep Tennessee off the field and put up enough points to win on the road? And, again, I have my doubts.
Braden Gall, 440 Sports, is with us. More likely to pull off an upset at home this weekend, Auburn against Georgia or Missouri against Alabama?
I mean, Vegas will tell you that's clear. I haven't looked at the Georgia spread today, but Vegas will tell you that's clearly Missouri. I mean, Vegas will tell you, like, they're not right about everything. They're not, like, they are what they are. But they generally tell you how a team is going to fare. Doesn't mean they're going to win the game or cover the spread or whatever. But, like, they told us 2 weeks ago Alabama was going to play really well in Georgia. Like, they said that because it was they were a 2-point underdog. And how many teams are only a 2-point underdog in Athens? Not many. And so clearly this point spread is only, 2 points in Columbia?
Well,
like,
so right now
is,
Missouri is a 3-point underdog at home. Auburn is a 3.5-point underdog at home. So the point spreads are almost the same.
So it's closer than I thought.
Yeah.
That is telling you that Vegas thinks that both home teams are going to play well in those games. And, I mean, look, if you've watched a single year of SEC football, you know that Jordan-Hare Stadium is full of bizarro voodoo magic, and we know that something's going to happen strange in that game against Georgia because they always play better against Georgia and Alabama at home than they ever deserve to play better. I just think Missouri's in a better situation. I think Georgia's more beatable, certainly, but I think Missouri's in a better situation, and Vegas is telling you that both of them are going to play well in this game. So doesn't mean they're going to win, but I think I would lean Missouri because I think they're a more complete team in terms of they got 2 pass rushers that can really get off the edge. Auburn has that. They've got a quarterback who's willing to throw the football down the field. Auburn doesn't necessarily have that. Missouri's got a running game that is attacking a defense that has given up big chunk plays. Like, that's the one thing Alabama has not done well is they've given up a bunch of chunk plays on the ground to Georgia and Florida State. Vanderbilt wasn't really able to capitalize on that last week. So I would lean Missouri, but again, like, don't ever bet against, weirdo, bizarro, just absurdity happening at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
What's your explanation for Texas's issues right now? I mean, there's so much hype preseason, too much negativity going in the direction of Arch Manning. How do you look at the situation?
Well, it's that's how our culture is, man. Like we have to find someone to build up, and then we have to find someone to tear down, and a lot of times it's the same person. And then America loves the comeback, right? Even though, like, this guy's in his 3rd game or 5th game or 6th game as, like, a starting quarterback in college football. It's like he never really was anything. He just was a guy. And so I'm more concerned with how the defense played against Florida last week than anything else. Like, that is one of the best defenses supposedly in the country against one of the offenses that is, like 60 yards or whatever in the loss to Miami. Like, just like an atrocious level of efficiency from Florida, and then they have the best game of their season against the best team they've played maybe. Like, it's totally bonkers. And some of that's just SEC football. Some of that's Florida's not as bad as everybody thinks they are. Some of that is Texas isn't as good as everybody thinks they are. I don't know about you guys, but I'll stick by my preseason take that Texas, Penn State, and Clemson were the 3 best teams in America. Not going to change, boys. Not going to change. I'm going down with the ship. No, college football is different, man. It changes so fast. We don't know we know so much less about these teams going into the season. And the traditional way of building programs is different, and you got instant gratification. You got to have engagement. It's just a different world we live in. And I'm still not overly concerned about Texas. Like, I still think that's a good football team. The question is sort of like, how good and where at are they in the pecking order? Are they still a playoff team or are they not? And, we just got to learn that. It's the same thing with Missouri. We learned a little bit about Vanderbilt last week. It's just you're acquiring data the entire season these days. And in the SEC this year, we talked last week, it's completely wide open, and that makes for a great product every Saturday because literally anything can happen.
Yep, Red River Week for Texas and OU this week. You have a lot going on in Nashville with NHL season here. Titans picked up a win this past weekend. What's going on at 440 Sports for people to check out?
Oh, the Titans won a game? I didn't notice that.
How about
that's one of the most absurd fourth quarters I've ever seen in any level.
Then Jonathan Gannon got fined.
He should have been fined.
He went over the top.
Yeah, you don't put your hands on a player. Simple as that.
Right. Chew him out, sure.
Yeah, but you don't put your hands on a player. Like, not like that. I mean, it's one thing to maybe slap on the top of the shoulder pads, like, come on, son, think. No, but like chucking him in the chest, nah, man, you don't do that. Because if a player did that to coach, then player gets removed from the team. So
yep.
You don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, 440 Sports, you can find Braden and everything that the team has for you as the Preds will open up tomorrow night against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So NHL season is underway. There were a few games last night. Titans get ready for the Raiders.
I did not touch it.
Yeah, did you toss the phone like Arizona's running back tossed the ball the other day?
Yes, that was me. I was actually driving, and I just jumped out. I just tucked and rolled. I just jumped out of the car and let the car just keep going through the end zone. Look, sorry about that. I have no idea what happened, but yes, Cam Ward has got a long way to go. He has a ton of talent. I think that game sort of exemplifies that he's got this ability to have moments of brilliance because he's so talented, and also a guy that at halftime had a career completion percentage under 50% and just has a long way to go. And he's on a bad team with not a lot of support. He had like 6 drops in the first half. So it's just going to be a long year. Don't know what it means for the coaching staff. Don't know what it means for the win total, but I imagine they're picking high in the draft again in the spring.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty safe bet. But they get the Raiders this week. We'll see what happens. 440 Sports. Check out everything they have for you. Search, download, and subscribe. 440 Sports. It's a very busy time. Love this month, the month of October in the sports world. Hey, Braden, we appreciate the time as always. Thanks for squeezing us in, and we will talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Braden. Braden Gall joining us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. All right, Swain, a little bulletin board material for the Tennessee Volunteers ahead of the Arkansas game?
I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up with 90 minutes to go on today's show. Thanks for being with us. We're presented by Junk Begun on Josh and Swain.
We have a very limited number of exclusive sponsor opportunities still available inside Tennessee football. Elevate your brand by partnering with one of the most passionate and engaged sports audiences in the country.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
These few premium spots won't last. Don't miss out. Text BUSINESS to 865-656-9900 for more details to secure your business a place. Join us and make your mark on Tennessee football. Caller 5 right now to 656 wins qualifies for the Coors Light Man Cave Makeover. A 60-inch TV, 2 recliners, and an awesome mini fridge. All from Coors Light and the station where the Vols play. 99.1 The Sports Animal. That's 656-9467.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
American League Division Series last night. The Mariners took a 2-1 series lead over the Tigers with an 8-4 win in Detroit. The Yankees rallied from an early 5-run deficit to defeat the Blue Jays 9-6. Toronto still leads the series 2-1. All 4 division series could end today. The Mariners will try to finish off the Tigers in Game 4 at 3 o'clock. The Cubs will try to avoid getting swept by the Brewers with Game 3 today at 5. Yankees will try to force a Game 5 against the Blue Jays at 7. And the Dodgers look to complete a sweep of the Phillies tonight at 9. The NCAA has adopted a new 15-day transfer portal window that will run from January 2nd through the 16th for all FBS and FCS football players. The 15-day window opens one day after the college football playoff quarterfinals. Teams playing in the national championship game will have until January 24th to enter their names into the transfer portal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Kansas. A night to remember. Kansas live. With the music that helped make rock classic. October 8th, Covenant Health Park. Special guest Bryce Leatherwood. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
With everything going on in the markets and the headlines, we know this can feel like an uncertain time. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. At Axiom, we're here to provide clarity, guidance, and support. Whether you have questions about your investments, retirement plans, or you just want to learn more about what's going on, our advisors are ready to help. Call us today or head to axiom.nm.com to schedule a no-obligation consultation. Let's navigate this together. Axiom Wealth Management is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
As East Tennessee's #1 commercial real estate brokerage firm, NAI Cola RM Moore delivers unmatched local expertise with over 500 years of combined broker experience. Whether it's office, retail, investment, land, or multifamily, NAI's award-winning team guides you every step of the way, maximizing returns while minimizing expenses. From market analysis to closing, NAI Cola RM Moore makes your commercial real estate goals a reality. Creative, collaborative, committed to you. Online at colamore.com.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those 3 items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
From a simple to the most elegant print projects, you can count on Image Print and Copy to deliver a superior quality product that will reflect your company's professional image. Our talented graphic designer will work side by side with you to make your imaginative vision a printed reality. We're Knoxville's premier boutique printer, focusing on fast turnaround and high quality printing servicing for all business types, organizations, and schools. We specialize in custom design for business cards, postcards, wedding invitations, brochures, newsletters, school athletic programs, signage, promotional items, and much more. To learn how you can elevate marketing for your business, organization, or school athletic program with impressive printed pieces from Image Print and Copy, connect today at imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
Fall seeding season is short and sweet, so now's the time to get that grass seed down. At Mayo Garden Centers, we'll show you how to plant it right so it grows, grows, grows. We buy our premium grass seed by the tractor trailer load direct from Oregon, saving you money on the highest quality seed around. And while most fescue doesn't spread, our Defiance fescue does, thanks to an underground root system that fills in beautifully for a thick, lush lawn. And when the air turns crisp, there's nothing better than football, fire pits, and fall evenings on the patio. Right now, save 33 to 70% off during our annual fall clearance patio furniture sale. And yes, fire pits are in stock and ready for kickoff. Bring your porch to life with seasonal fall decor and colorful accents that make your home feel like autumn. Homegrown since 1878, Mayo Garden Centers is Knoxville's oldest local business, proudly serving generations of East Tennesseans. Visit us in Bearden or West Knoxville near Pellissippi and start your fall with Mayo. This report is sponsored by Audible. Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. Fall for a brooding duke. Dive into a steamy romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas. Or find the perfect rom-com from Lily Chu. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Clouds will be with us throughout much of our Wednesday, but I am hopeful some breaks of sunshine will begin to develop during the afternoon and evening. Afternoon highs will top out in the low to mid 70s, still a little bit muggy out and about, but cooler, more refreshing temperatures to follow. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call Valley Plumbing at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com.
The Josh and Swain Show is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Time now for another 5K a day national keyword. Here's your chance to win $1,000 to spend however you wish. This play's keyword is
smile. That's SMILE. Smile.
Text the word to 95819 to enter yourself to win $1,000. That's 95819. We give you 5 words a day, so make sure you keep it on The Sports Animal. Please don't text while driving. Complete rules are available on our website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Presented by Junk Be Gone, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists. Swain, we've had several messages about comments from Arkansas running back Mike Washington Jr. Talking about the upcoming Tennessee game. Mike's having a really good season for Arkansas. We've talked about the offense. He has close to 400 rushing yards on the season, averaging just under 6.5 yards per carry. And talking about Tennessee's defense, he said that the Vols, quote, have a great defense, but a lot of holes in their defense, so it's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I don't think it's smart to try to poke the bear here. You know, a defense that last year was, top 10, 15 defense, a defense that's coming off a bye week that knows that they allowed too many rushing yards against Mississippi State. That is motivated to fix it, but now you've just challenged them. Like, you've challenged them in their own house. Like, you ever been out and about with a date and some random stranger is disrespectful to the lady that you're with? Like, that stranger just put you in a bad situation because you can't not do anything because now you look like a chump. You look like a wimp. The lady's like, why would I go back out with you again? You can't protect me. So you have a decision to make. Either this will be the last date and you lose respect from the lady, or you got to stand up. The guy might be bigger, but you got to stand up. You got to do something. And I feel like this is what the Arkansas player did. You just called out Tennessee's defense, and we're playing at home. The players are like, yo, you just going to call us out in front of our own fans? So now they'll be motivated more than ever to show that what happened in the Mississippi State game is not going to happen again. It's just not smart. Does it matter at the end of the day? No, not really. But if Tennessee wins and he doesn't have a good game, and Arion Carter or any defensive player is asked about what motivated them to come out and play well, it's going to look really bad on this player if a Tennessee player brings up his comments. That's all.
Yeah, he didn't say anything that's wrong.
No, it was right. but just because it's right don't mean you say it.
Doesn't mean you should call it out.
Yeah, there's a time when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah,
and it could go wrong for him.
I'm with you as well on where the game is. It's a little different if the game's at home versus going to Knoxville.
Yeah, to me, it's just not smart. It's just not a smart thing to say. That's all. It won't matter if he comes in here and plays well and they win the game.
Right.
But it's just not smart. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The comments from Arkansas running back Mike Washington Jr. meeting with the media there in Fayetteville, saying Tennessee has, quote, a great defense, but a lot of holes in their defense, so it's going to be a fun game.
Yeah. Like, when I hear fun game, I think about Marshawn Lynch in 2006 saying that come to Knoxville is going to be a vacation. Like, as an opponent, it's disrespectful when an opponent comes in and says that it's going to be a fun game. Fun? You think this is supposed to be fun for you? And I think if you are a fan going to the game, like we don't need a night game for this thing to get loud, for us to bust the roof off of this thing. Like we don't need a night game. Arkansas's player said that Neyland Stadium is going to be fun. That playing against Tennessee's defense inside of Neyland Stadium is going to be fun. Fun? Okay. So not only is this a challenge to Tennessee's defense, it's a challenge to the fans going to the game. That's how I read it.
Swain, I'm going to have fun reading this text to you. It's got a few typos, but following up on the Jermod McCoy conversation from earlier, you all try and fool all these people with a bunch of bull. He's been here 1 year, played good one game, now he's God. Said, I'm a Cowboy fan. You see what an ACL does. Look at Diggs. He's not what he was. He's a lot slower now. So, Swain, you have fed these people a bunch of bull, it appears.
Okay. Well, you got to read it again, man. I got to figure out where I'm going to start, how I'm going to.
Well, how about this? I'll read it, and then we'll pause, and you can respond, and we'll continue with calls and text at 865-656-9900. You all, so I guess that includes me, but I would point it more to you for sure. Let's see. You fooled all these people, fed them a bunch of bull. He, referring to Jermod McCoy, has been here 1 year, played.
1 year.
He played good one game.
One game?
Only one game.
Okay. Well,
what
game is that?
I don't know which one he's referring to. He was terrific against Bama, but I can come up with some others too.
Okay, so one game.
The interception he made against Vandy was crazy.
1 year.
Yep, and now he's God.
Okay, got it.
Also, thanks Shannon for the text referencing the scene from Remember the Titans. It was fun. Not anymore, though, is it?
Fun.
Not anymore. Yeah. No, sir. No, sir. Not fun. We'll come back. 865-656-9900. We love the interaction. Thank you for hanging out with us as we continue today's show on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Fridays. Powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture. They actually have a crazy opportunity for you during the month of October. You can take advantage of tax-free shopping. They are offering you tax-free shopping during the month of October. It's a perfect time to shop. You're thinking about the holiday season coming up. If you were looking to make some changes, some upgrades in your home, if you were looking for gift ideas, man, they have some beautiful ideas for you when you walk into the showroom at 613 North Campbell Station Road. Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture. It's there in Farragut, right off the interstate. Everything that you find at Amish Elegance is going to be made for you. So they can give you so many different ideas, but they'll sit down, the design team there at Amish Elegance, to help design, plan, and build out exactly what you need for any kind of piece of furniture in your home, for the bedroom, for the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, for your children's room. Everything is bench made. The furniture is handcrafted. Then they hand over the plans to the Amish families after they get that plan ready for you. And the Amish families they work with build a beautiful piece of furniture designed for you. It's built to last. They're a family-owned business located at 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut. You can find Amish Elegance online at AmishElegance.com.
This has been a paid announcement. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Did you know that NAI Cola RM Moore manages nearly 5 million square feet of commercial property across East Tennessee? Their property management services maximize occupancy, reduce cost, boost cash flow, and enhance asset value. From maintenance and tenant relations to financial reporting, NAI's award-winning team handles every detail so you can focus on your business. When it comes to professional property management, trust the leader, NAI Cola RM Moore. Online at colamore.com.
At O&L Federal Credit Union, it's now a bit easier to find your key to home and happiness. Through November 30th, take 0.25% off our mortgage loan rates. With discounts like this, O&L Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for your next home loan. For details about credit and terms, call 800-676-5328, visit ornlfcu.com, or stop by any of our convenient branches today. Certain restrictions apply and all loans are subject to credit approval, effective for TRID applications locked through July 31st. Call for details. Equal housing lender insured by NCUA.
Vols fans, it's Arkansas week, and there's only one place to get everything you need for game day. Head to Dick's House of Sport in Knoxville and gear up with the best selection of official Tennessee football apparel and tailgate must-haves. Jerseys, hats, tees, and more, all in stock now. Plus, starting this Thursday, when you make a Tennessee purchase, you'll score an exclusive Tennessee Rally towel for game day, while supplies last. Don't miss out, Vol Nation. Get to Dick's House of Sport, your home for Tennessee football gear. Proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of hour number 2. Continue to get messages about Jamal McCoy. His status has been a topic again today, Swain, as there is no direct timeline on when he'll return, if he'll return this season. But we had a text I read to you that was calling us out. I directed it towards you. Jamad's a terrific player. There's a reason he's a projected first-round pick in the NFL draft. He was a consensus, I believe, preseason first-team All-American. Now, that was with a real question mark next to his name of how much he would play the season if he would return. But Jamad McCoy continues to be a topic. And realistically, some opinions are, I think, too emotionally tied up in the fact that athletes are getting paid now. But agree, disagree, thoughts there?
You know, the Jamal McCoy conversation has really brought out the worst in some folks. It's brought out some of the worst takes, some of the worst emotional responses. Because when you understand what type of young man he is he's a young man that was overlooked coming out of Texas, played receiver, went to Oregon State, was was a late bloomer, but he played in one of the best places in America for high school football in Texas, and played well enough to put himself in position to be recognized as a freshman as one of the best in the country. Transfers, wants to come to a place that not only needs him, wants him, and plays in front of a fan base that's passionate, the atmosphere that's second to none in college football, and on the biggest of stages last year, balled out. And in the biggest game last year, shut down the second best freshman receiver, and by week 3 or 4, people were calling him the best receiver based on his performance against Georgia and Ryan Williams. And Jamal McCoy is coachable. He is a great player that is great for the locker room. He's not selfish. He works hard, plays hard. And while he was at home visiting his family, getting a reminder of why he goes through what he goes through, and a reminder of his why and why he wants to reach all his goals to help his family, man, he gets hurt. And because he was getting paid before he got hurt, and you can't stop paying him because it will be a terrible look. And although it may sound good, like, oh, yeah, you don't play, you're not going to get paid. You can't do that, because all it does is mess you up with being able to recruit other good players. They're not going to want to come here knowing that Tennessee is looking for ways to take money away from you if you get hurt. This game is physical. You're going to get hurt. And so no school is going to do that. No school is going to do it. It's why no school has done it, because it would be suicide to try to take money away from a player that's hurt. And I know at your job, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. I get it. But you still have some built-in time where you still get paid if you don't go to work. And I understand for McCoy, he hasn't played all season. But this is a situation that's different than every day Jill and John, that goes to work, where if you don't work for weeks or months, then you don't get paid. This is different. This is a very unique situation, and you got to be really careful. And when we were talking about Jamal McCoy and whether or not he should redshirt and come back next year, you look at the draft grades. The draft grades come from NFL personnel people. They don't just come from thin air. They come from people who evaluate college athletes. And these people who put this list together, or these lists together, they're getting information from these organizations. And that's why McCoy is a top 15, top 20, top 25 pick, first round pick right now, because of what they are saying. You have to think about what's best for him. He has to make the best decision for him. ACLs are injuries that guys can come back from and be 100%. In some cases, they can be even better. Just because you name one dude who got hurt for the Dallas Cowboys and he ain't played the same doesn't mean that everyone responds the same way from ACL injuries.
Yeah, good or bad. Not everybody's Amari Rodgers, who came back in a crazy amount of time. Adrian Peterson, who came back in a wild amount of time. Christian Watson is a wide receiver for the Packers. He tore his ACL about the same time that Jermod McCoy did. He just returned to practice 2 days ago, and they have a 21-day window where they could return him to the active roster. It's something along those lines. And in Green Bay, they're kind of marveling that Watson's already back on the practice field. Again, same timeline as Jermod McCoy, and they're thinking, hey, maybe in 3 weeks he might be able to play football games. Jermod is not coming back from a sprained ankle. He didn't pull his hamstring back in January. He tore his ACL. Completely different situation. So everybody's different in their recovery. Zakai Ziegler got back in a crazy amount of time, playing a different sport, by the way, basketball. He also was not 100% when he was back out there.
It is harder to come back and play on the ACL in basketball than football because hardwood, there's not much forgiveness.
Yeah. So I marvel at what Zakai did. I'll also answer this question because A lot of people are probably wondering. Shannon notes correctly. We understand he's a good guy, but this is professional sports. He's getting paid. It's that simple. We aren't doubting anything you're saying, but he is getting paid. Do players get paid on the disabled list? Yeah, in the professional ranks, if a guy's out due to injury and he's on the roster, Joe Burrow's getting paid. He's not playing for the Bengals.
He's getting paid.
He's getting paid.
All those players who are hurt in the NFL are getting paid.
Yeah. And Jermod is with the team. He's practicing with the team. If he opted out and said, hey, I'm leaving campus tomorrow, and I'm going to go train for the draft. I'm going back home to Texas. Then I would say, don't pay him anymore.
Yeah, it's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But a different conversation.
And also, Jermod has said privately, he hasn't spoken publicly, he wants to play. So I think people are viewing this as doctors have told him, you're good. Tennessee's coaches have said, let's go out and play, and Jermod is saying no. Nobody has reported that's
not the case.
Yep. All right, we'll come back. We have another hour to go. Thank you for all of the comments, the questions, the text, 865-656-9900, as we continue for another hour on Josh and Swain.
Next Roll is a groundbreaking podcast created and executive produced by Vernon Davis.
This is where we talk about reinvention.
The series explores the transformative journeys of athletes, artists, comedians, and entrepreneurs.
They don't just stop here. They just keep going.
Next Roll isn't about what's next. It's about why they do it, how they overcome fear, and the resilience it takes to keep evolving at the highest level.
That's what it's all about. Stay tuned.
Next Roll with Vernon Davis. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hi, it's Bob Kessler. Turning 65 or retiring soon, Medicare is important, but it can be confusing. That's why the licensed local Medicare agents at Senior Financial Group are here to help at no cost to you. They compare plans from top insurance companies, explain your options, and help you find coverage that fits. Call Senior Financial Group at 865-777-0153 or visit sfgmedicare.com. Medicare made simple. Support you can trust.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Do you want your next event to be the one they'll be talking about for years? Whether a watch party, wedding, tailgate, or corporate event, it's time to make your event legendary. With Colossal Productions, future celebrations will never be the same after you experience one of our colossal 14 or 16-foot video walls. Whether a business owner, event planner, or party thrower, Colossal Productions has a video wall that will make your next get-together unlike any other. See the visuals for yourself at colossalproductions.com and book yours today. Colossal Productions, where every event becomes legendary.
At Image Matters, their blood runs orange. Like the Vols, Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, has a long tradition of excellence. Image Matters provides your team with best in-class print, scan, and workflow solutions from Xerox, Fujifilm, Kyocera, and Lexmark, all backed by Image Matters' award-winning customer service. Learn how Image Matters can help your business lead the championship drive. Connect today at ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust. Go Vols.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT Football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
Hey, see, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff, a huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Get ready for the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair October 2nd through the 19th at the Convention Center in beautiful downtown Gatlinburg, celebrating 50 years. It's a great place to start your holiday shopping with more than 200 booths of unique, one-of-a-kind items. Come see world-renowned painters, glass blowers, wood carvers, skilled leather workers, and so much more. You'll find the most unique items anywhere in East Tennessee, all under one roof at the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair, October 2nd through the 19th, open 10 to 5 daily. Find out more at craftsmanfair.com.
Why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It all comes down to this, folks. Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain. Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast. Speaking of fast, did you just see that play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That pun should have come. Play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
The Josh and Swain Show is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us as we begin hour number 3 of today's show. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, 865-656-9900. Also want to point out we have a lot of text messages coming in support of Jermod McCoy, saying, hey, we appreciate what he's doing, putting in work behind the scenes, and we'll see how things play out with Jermod. He might be back in the next 2 weeks. He might not. We don't know right now. That's the latest. This came back up earlier today when we were asked the question simply, do you think he'll play against Alabama or not? And I don't know. I don't know anybody that knows. That could include Jermod himself.
Yeah, that's the answer. Mm-hmm. Don't know. Hopeful, you want him to play. He's a great player, but you don't know. And the injuries stink. And injuries to really good players, they help the football team stink. So it is what it is. And more importantly, we go to the Stanley Fenton Gates hotline and welcome.
We can say a guy who's a really good player.
That's right. VFL from the state of Arkansas, so he understands what this matchup means for guys that from Arkansas that play at Tennessee. That is Cedric Houston, former Tennessee running back. Said, good afternoon, man. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Swain, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. This game means a lot to you. I know, being from Arkansas, all that pressure that you got to stay in state. I wonder who has been under the most pressure to stay in state. I know you had a lot of folks pulling at you to get you to stay inside the state of Arkansas.
I did, man. Arkansas started recruiting me probably 7th or 8th grade, so I was pretty much all hauled probably up until I started getting recruited by other schools. But, man, they did their best to try to keep me in state. Danny Nutt at the time was the running backs coach, so he recruited me. And then in Tennessee, Coach Steve Carr was recruiting me, so they were going pretty hard at it.
What led to you picking Tennessee? What stood out to you the most? I mean, you just said it. You grew up wanting to go to Arkansas there in middle school, early high school years, but something must have changed. Something must have flipped the switch for you to say, all right, man, I'm leaving the state of Arkansas. I'm coming to Tennessee.
Man, just the running back tradition, watching Travis Henry, Jamal Lewis, Charlie Garner, all those guys play running back there. And then the 1998 game, man, at that time, that game where Clint Sterner fumbled, I was pretty much Razorback fan then, man, and I watched Travis Henry kind of run all over those guys, and I think I started liking the Orange then.
What have you seen from this group of guys? You play with a stable of backs, and it's always good to have other backs, man, to spell you not having to carry the ball 25, 30 times. This setup with the running backs currently seems similar, 10, 15 carries apiece, roughly. What have you seen from this group that you really like?
Man, I think they complement each other well, Swain. They all got different styles of running. seems like they feed off each other. When one's out there doing good, it seems like one of the others want to go out and do good. And I'm not sure who wants to be the front runner. I knew when I was here I wanted to be the front runner. So, I mean, I still have to share carries, but I wanted to be the front runner.
We're talking to VFL former Tennessee running back Cedric Houston. How can that help the group if you do have multiple guys that want to be the guy, to have that maybe internal competition, which can help the team because multiple guys are needed at that position?
I mean, for a lot of those guys, they're older running backs. And I know for the younger running back, it may be a little hard because for the older guys, you kind of can go in there and kind of get in the groove. For a younger guy, I know myself and Jabbar was sharing carries, you kind of want to rush it, go out and try to make a big play so coach can kind of keep it, with the hot guy. But as you get older, you just go out there and just feel the flow of the game and just take advantage of what the defense gives you.
But you've always been good in pass protection. I mean, I know you played with some other guys that possess some different skill sets. You had Jared Riggs that was a home run hitter. Jabari was big, but he was fast and powerful, always did a good job of cleaning up around the goal line. And you were that guy that just did everything really, really, really well. And pass pro was one of those things. Why do you think you were so good at pass pro, and kind of what advice would you give some of the younger running backs who are trying to get on the field, and pass pro has been the one thing that's keeping them from the field?
And to be honest, Swain, that's a great question. Man, just being a running back at the University of Tennessee, University, Georgia, University, Florida, everybody can run. You're a running back. You're there because you can run.
Yeah.
Pass protection it's like a business decision. It's just like goal line. If you got blocks or not, you got to go score. And pass protection is something I kind of hung my hat on with just thinking this will give me my competitive advantage if I just took this seriously. So, I mean, that's what I hung my hat on, pass protection, because we all can run the ball. So that's what it was.
Cedric, what's this week like for you? So you're a former Tennessee running back. When it's Arkansas week for Tennessee, they don't play every year, of course. When it's Arkansas week, what's this week like for you?
Man, I'm getting calls from back home. They reminded me about last year. I talked so much crap last year to them before the game, and we ended up losing. So it was pretty bad for me for a few months. So this time around, I've been real quiet about it, and they've been mouthing at me. So we'll see how it goes. I probably have 8 or 10 family members here for the game. I think a lot of them are coming in tomorrow and the next day. So I mean, we need to get this W.
I mean, Arkansas running backs feel pretty good, man. One of them publicly said that he sees a lot of holes in Tennessee's defense, and he's looking to have fun on Saturday.
We're going to see how much fun they're going to have rolling in the kneeling. So hopefully that don't go too well for them.
Yeah, what did you think if you ever heard an opposing player talk trash about your team, whether it had to do with you specifically or just talking about Tennessee?
Well, I played with some pretty good defenses at Tennessee, and just the guys I knew that played on our defense, like the Kevin Burnett's, Albert Haynesworth, the John Hendersons, they didn't take too well to opposing guys or anybody thinking they was going to run on the defense or have a good day against our defense.
Hey, Cedric, you mentioned you kind of grew up watching Arkansas, pulling for Arkansas, and then things switched for you. When you made that decision, I'm going to leave the state, I'm going to go play for the University of Tennessee, do you remember the build-up to having to announce that? What was that like for you when you knew that decision and you were going to have to go public with it?
Man, it was good. It was good with me making my decision, but after I made my decision, the night before I made my decision, a lot of people don't know this, but I was considering Ole Miss and Tennessee, but because Coach Cutcliffe was there and Coach Roper. You guys know Coach Roper.
Sure.
He was recruiting me just as hard as Coach Caldwell was. It was University of Tennessee, University of Arkansas, or Ole Miss. And I told my mom the night before I was going to University of Tennessee. I think Miss Judy Jackson called me the night before, and that's when we made our decision to come to University of Tennessee.
Imagine yourself playing in this system, Sid. I know we all like a good 10 to 15-second rest in the huddle to kind of catch our wind. In this offense, man, You're not getting that. Can you imagine yourself running the football for 20, 25 yards and then getting up, sprinting to the official that's in the middle of the football field, giving him the ball, lining up, and then running the same play? Have you thought about yourself playing in this offense and how you think you would do?
Man, I thought about that, Swain. I wouldn't have been 227, 25 pounds. I probably had to stay down to around 210, 215. But just the amount of guys in the box being able to run, I mean, that would have been great. Not a lot of guys in the box when we run the ball. But just getting used to the tempo definitely would have been something different for me, being a bigger back.
Well, Cedric, before you go, we got a text from somebody saying they sat behind you at the game in Atlanta, which may have been the case. Said enjoyed getting to visit with you there. Update Tennessee fans on what's going on with Cedric Houston these days.
Man, I coach high school at Grace Christian Academy, which we have two great running backs there. We have Terrion Thomas and his brother, J.V. Stinson. Terrion's definitely a top 5 player in the state. I think he's got an Indiana offer, a few other D1 offers. And his younger brother is probably one of the best freshman running backs in the nation. I'm sure he is. And aside from that, man, I work at Exterior Home Solutions. So windows, siding, roofing, all of the above, anything exterior.
What do you like watching a Tennessee football game, by the way? As a former player, what do you like during the game? You more reserved? Do you get animated, emotional during the game?
Man, I'm reserved. I got pretty emotional after the Georgia game, but man, I'm pretty reserved, and just watching the game and seeing the flow of the game. And Swain knows this. Just watching the first few plays of the game, you can kind of tell how the game's going to go.
Well, good stuff, Cedric. We appreciate you taking time to join us. It's always great to talk to you. I know this is a big week for you personally as well as every game is when the University of Tennessee's playing. Thanks for taking time to join us today.
Super said.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Said Houston. He and Gerald Riggs went for 1,000+ apiece in 2004 together.
Yeah, man. Said was just smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Just smooth, man. Just could read the whole, that one-cut slasher. You knew what you're going to get was said. He's not going to put the ball on the ground. He's going to block it and pass pro. Man, he's going to show you some good hands. He would have probably ran for more yards in this offense because he's running against lighter boxes, like you just said. But, man, it was just a really, really, really good player for us.
Yep. He was a part of a big running back class in 2001, one of the highest-rated running backs in the country. It's a big deal when Tennessee got him, got Jabari Davis, got Derek Tinsley to come to the University of Tennessee. Always appreciate Cedric Houston taking time for us. Thank you for being with us. We have 45 minutes to go. More Tennessee football talk when we come back on Josh and Swain.
It's 5K a day on 99.1 The Sports Animal. 5 times a day, we drop a national keyword, and you could cash in. Just text the keyword to 95819, and you're in the running to win. 5 lucky winners score $1,000 each every single day. That's $5,000 flying out the door daily, and $1,000 could be yours. Keep it locked on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Listen for the keyword, text it in, and win big. 5K a day, only on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I know there can be a lot of uncertainty involved in planning your financial life. Modern retirement strategies demand an approach that acknowledges the unpredictability of markets, increasing life expectancies, and the ever-changing economic system that surrounds personal finance. Hi, this is Jim Brogan, and at Brogan Financial, we serve our clients in helping them achieve their life goals for retirement and beyond. Visit us online at broganfinancial.com to learn more about how to take control of your financial future.
If you're looking for a new ride or to refinance to lower your monthly payments, you're probably searching for the best deal. At ORNL Federal Credit Union, you can get a 0.25% rate discount when you set up automatic payments or direct deposit. Plus, take up to 90 days to make your first payment. That's a sweet deal. Stop by, call 800-676-5328. Apply at ornlfcu.com or ask your dealer for ORNL Federal Credit Union financing. Restrictions may apply, cannot be combined with any other offers or promotions. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Links for Leukemia Incorporated, a nonprofit founded by Island Point Golf Club, invites you to join them for their first ever 2025 golf outing, benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, Thursday, October 16th. Together, we can support the fight against blood cancers and make a lasting impact for patients and families across Tennessee. For more information, email golf@islandpointgc.com or go to islandpointgc.com and follow the link to Links for Leukemia.
Every kid dreams of being a superhero.
And then I leap into the sky and fly faster than anything that's ever flown before. All the way to the other side of the road, just in time to beat up the bad guys and save the whole entire universe.
And this year, you can be a superhero too with Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Sign up for a new Peace of Mind monthly maintenance plan, and Pipe Wrench will donate $10 each month to East Tennessee Children's Hospital for as long as you remain a member. With the Peace of Mind maintenance plan, you can safeguard your home from unexpected and costly HVAC and plumbing breakdowns. Monthly plans are only $20.50, but total services are valued at over $1,500 separately. With the Peace of Mind maintenance plan, you get HVAC system checks twice a year, water heater and plumbing system checks once a year, sewer line video camera inspection, no service fees, 10% automatic discounts on repairs, priority appointment bookings, and much more. Help support East Tennessee Children's Hospital with Peace of Mind from Pipe Wrench. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or visit pipewrench.com to sign up today.
The air's cool and the colors are bright. Crisp mornings, golden leaves, and road trips calling your name. And it's the perfect time to fall into a new Kia at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. Hey folks, it's Jake, and right now enjoy 0% interest financing up to $6,000 over KBB value for your trade and big KFA bonus cash on top of that. Plus, every new Kia is backed by our 200,000-mile warranty, built for family road trips and fall adventures. But hurry, these harvest savings disappear when October ends. Fall into a new Kia at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
If your business needs industrial space, from manufacturing plants and distribution centers to warehouses or flex properties, the NAI Cola RM Moore team has the expertise to deliver with deep market knowledge, strong industry connections, and over 500 years of combined broker experience. NAI finds the right space or buyer to match your needs. Optimize efficiency, control cost, and position your operation for growth with NAI Cola RM Moore online at colamore.com.
Free on the radio. Free on the app. Free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Next to VFL Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. We go back to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline as we continue this hour to say hello to Austin Price of VolQuest.com. He joins us each week thanks to Colossal Productions, colossalproductions.com. They can take your event, watch party, whatever you're planning, to an even bigger level with their huge 14 or 16-foot video walls, colossalproductions.com. Austin, thanks for the time as always. We have to wait until this evening for an availability report, but why wait? We have you. What's the latest that you hear on the health front with Tennessee? David Hobbs, does he return and make his season debut this week? And anybody else you're paying attention to on Tennessee's availability report this evening?
David Hobbs is the main one. I mean, most people expect him back. He'll be back this week. How much can he play? I would say you probably 20 to 25 snaps right out of the gate here, and then we'll see where things go from there. But Tennessee's fairly healthy. Obviously, they'd love to get Jermod McCoy back. He won't be back this week. And then I think you'll see a few players that had to miss the Mississippi State game. Marion Dye or DeJuan Morris, those players will be back in uniform this weekend when Tennessee plays Arkansas.
Any reason to believe that if Dave Sanders Jr. is healthy that You know, we don't see him in the star lineup. I know if you're Josh Heupel, you don't commit to that early in the week, but he was listed as a starter before the Syracuse game.
Yeah, I think that's where we're heading eventually. It could definitely be this weekend. They've had 2 weeks to prepare him, as Tennessee's starting right tackle, and that would mean shifting Jesse Perry inside. I think a lot of that, too, though, has to do with the fact that, Jesse Perry got dinged up in the Mississippi State game. Sam Pendleton got dinged up in the Mississippi State game. How healthy are they? I think they should be good to go, but, they were in walking boots a week ago as a precautionary deal coming off the Mississippi State game. If everything is good, I would expect Perry slides inside and David Sanders is your right tackle and Wyndham Moyes slides back to left guard. I think that's where we're eventually headed. Does it happen to start this game against Arkansas? I don't know, but I think that's where you're eventually headed, one way or the other, whether it's this Saturday or, next Saturday.
Are you anticipating any personnel adjustments, changes with, defending the run, having defense play a little bit better, or is it a situation where, Inge and the coaches are challenging the guys to play better and be where they need to be and make plays?
Yeah, I don't anticipate anybody shifting around. I think getting Hobbs back, being able to play Dom Bailey more outside at strong side defensive end, which is where he was going to start the year before Moy got hurt and Hobbs got hurt. I think that is big. I think that could definitely help Tennessee's ability off the edge to have him out there as a bigger body defensive end. And then I think a lot of it's just simple cleanup of technique and mechanics and, the way you handle certain blocks and getting off those blocks to make the play. I think those are the little things. I don't think they'll do a lot of, changing a lot around of, who plays what. I think Tennessee likes the way that several of the players are playing. Tyree West, Tyree Weathersby. They like what they're getting out of Eason. They love what they're getting out of, Dominic Bailey. And, again, I think getting healthier probably helps more than anything, Jason.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. David Gabriel Georges, Baylor High School. Oh, my goodness. One of the best players in the country, one of the best backs in the 27 class. What's Tennessee's chances with him? I know Ohio State is high on his list as well.
Grown man is the way I would put it. Tennessee's right there, right? I feel like they've got a lot of momentum in his recruitment. He and his family will be here this weekend. I'd also look for him to potentially be back for the Oklahoma game at the 1st of November. That's when Tennessee's slated to go dark mode. And so, yes, Tennessee's very much deep in the thick of that one. Some heavy Tennessee people down at Chattanooga Baylor. And then you factor in, you've got Jamin Theodore, the corner that's committed to Tennessee, Gabe Osenda, offensive lineman, committed to Tennessee, both a year older than David, but the two players that he's extremely close with, much like a year ago he was tight with Kim Dodson. So there's a lot of Tennessee flavor at Baylor that I think helps add to Tennessee's chances of landing the Canadian-born and ever-booming recruitment of David Gabriel Georges.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. What else or who else should Tennessee fans know about this upcoming weekend on the recruiting front with Tennessee back at home?
There'll be a lot of players. It's going to be a full house, right? Tennessee's going to get, several players in town for this weekend. And this one and the Oklahoma weekend. The Oklahoma weekend is probably the mega weekend that's left on the schedule, but this one's got some really solid players as well, as a lot of in-state kids roll to town, roll over to campus, and then Tennessee works to, can they get, some 26s like a Dre Quinn? Can they get him back to campus? He was at the game for Georgia, then went to Clemson, where he decommitted that weekend. Then was at Mississippi State to watch Tennessee play Mississippi State. Kids from around Starkville originally before he moved to Buford. Can Tennessee get him back in this weekend? I think that's a possibility as we head to the weekend. Obviously, Texas is swinging hard there as well, trying to land Drake Quinn. I know he's got the one prediction in for Texas, but if he shows back up to Knoxville this weekend, after watching Tennessee play Georgia and then watching Tennessee play on the road at Mississippi State, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 is 8. like you start adding things up a little bit better. That he's Tennessee quite a bit. So
I'm interested to see if he makes it back to town. I know they'd love to have him. We'll see if he makes it. Either way, I know Tennessee's deep in that one.
Hey, Austin, on the field on Saturday, Tennessee's starting punt returner will be?
Man, that's a great question, Josh. I think it'll be Boo Carter. I would suspect it'll be Boo Carter, but I would have thought it would have been Boo Carter, for Mississippi State, and it wasn't the case. Now, people forget Boo muffed 2 punts the previous 2 games, but they didn't bench him then, so I don't know why they went in a different direction to start, the game against Mississippi State. But I would venture to say that the starting punt returner would be Boo Carter.
And that's an area of
concern,
improvement that you need this week, right, as special teams in general, not just the punt return position, but special teams after the Mississippi State game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Obviously, the muff punt was a game changer early, especially when your defense had the momentum. They had that great 3-and-out. You're getting your offense the ball, and then you muff the punt. But also, giving up the fake punt, for a first down. I thought, I don't know how you guys felt. I felt like Tennessee was in major trouble when they faked that punt. And then the next play, Tyree West took the quarterback's soul, and Josh Joseph scored. Yeah. I mean, talk about a swing of emotions. But, you just can't have those little mistakes on special teams, especially when, on the whole, your offense was doing pretty well, and your defense early on gave you something to get a spark about, and then you let Mississippi State off the hook.
One player you got that you need to play well for Tennessee to win.
I would go Joey Aguilar on offense, and if you're saying don't go quarterback, I think Tennessee really needs the running game to get going. So whoever that is that Deshaun Bishop? Is it Star Thomas? I'm interested to see if Tennessee's a little bit more deliberate in running the football. Everybody's went on this escapade the last couple of weeks, but Tennessee's not been as good. It's fractions. Their yards per carry is fractions off from where it was a year ago. Mm-hmm. The difference is there's not a commitment to run the football as much as they did a year ago, because guess what? They can throw it.
Yep.
So they might have gotten a little bit pass happy, but it's kind of like I described on our Volquest podcast. I may even said this on your show a week ago. You're used to driving a go-kart from your house to work. All of a sudden you get a sports car and you're like, well, look at this, vroom, vroom. Like you wouldn't be able to go fast. People won't throw the football. And when you showed you can do it and the receivers are playing well, the quarterback's playing well, it probably makes things a little bit more advantageous to not be as run heavy. So I still think Tennessee wants to improve the yards per carry. I'm interested to see how much they dedicate to the running game Saturday, but I don't think the running game's too far off. It's just a matter of being a little bit more dedicated to doing it.
Hey, Austin, last thing, we'll get you out of here. The transfer portal window moving from 2 windows for football to 1 in January, starting January 2nd. It'll be a 2-week window. What do you think, hearing that, how that affects things with 1 window instead of 2 and it taking place in January?
I think it'll make everybody –
there's been all this chatter. You've heard national guys, so it's going to be wild in the transfer portal window. That was the last several years when there was 2. I think this year will actually be the year where you could say that and it'll be true. It's not been that true the last couple of years. I mean, you've had a few guys go here and there, but for the most part, it's never been this wild with like huge names. I think you'll see a lot of kids, especially if they're not
sold on the place they're at, if they're not sold on the pitch that they're being told by the staff that they're playing for, that they're going to have a legit shot, if they don't think I have a real shot to win the job, I think you have to entertain looking heavily to transferring, because if you stick around and you don't win the job, then you wasted a whole nother year. In previous years, you could at least go through spring, see where you're at, you'd get a better feel. I don't think you can do that. I think it's going to be more interesting. It's going to be more dicey. Decisions will have to be a little bit more deliberate when it comes to the transfer portal, because You have that one window, and it's either go or don't go. And there's no, like, we'll see later. No, it's a whole nother year at the current school you're at if you choose to stay.
I agree with you. VolQuest.com, that's where you can read the work from Austin and his colleagues. As he mentioned, the VolQuest podcast. You can see and hear the guys there at VolQuest.com. He joins us each week thanks to Colossal Productions. Austin, thank you for the time, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Sounds good, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Austin. Austin Price joining us, as I mentioned, thanks to Colossal Productions. If you are planning a big event like a watch party, get in touch with Colossal Productions. A corporate event, a tailgate, anything where you need a screen, make it bigger, get in touch with Colossal Productions. Visit them online, colossalproductions.com. They can help you help your event grow and be bigger with Colossal Productions. Their 14 or 16-foot video walls will do that for you. The website, colossalproductions.com. Austin Price with us each and every week. We'll come back with half an hour to go. We have an attaboy to hand out. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show on Josh and Swain.
Your station for the Tennessee Volunteers. 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
American League Division Series last night. The Mariners took a 2-1 series lead over the Tigers with an 8-4 win in Detroit. The Yankees rallied from an early 5-run deficit to defeat the Blue Jays 9-6. Toronto still leads the series 2-1. All 4 division series could end today. The Mariners will try to finish off the Tigers in Game 4 at 3 o'clock. The Cubs will try to avoid getting swept by the Brewers with Game 3 today at 5. Yankees will try to force a Game 5 against the Blue Jays at 7. And the Dodgers look to complete a sweep of the Phillies tonight at 9. The NCAA has adopted a new 15-day transfer portal window that will run from January 2nd through the 16th for all FBS and FCS football players. The 15-day window opens one day after the college football playoff quarterfinals. Teams playing in the national championship game will have until January 24th to enter their names into the transfer portal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
With everything going on in the markets and the headlines, we know this can feel like an uncertain time. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. At Axiom, we're here to provide clarity, guidance, and support. Whether you have questions about your investments, retirement plans, or you just want to learn more about what's going on, our advisors are ready to help. Call us today or head to axiom.nm.com to schedule a no-obligation consultation. Let's navigate this together. Axiom Wealth Management is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
Vols fans, it's Arkansas week, and there's only one place to get everything you need for game day. Head to Dick's House of Sport in Knoxville and gear up with the best selection of official Tennessee football apparel and tailgate must-haves. Jerseys, hats, tees, and more, all in stock now. Plus, starting this Thursday, when you make a Tennessee purchase, you'll score an exclusive Tennessee Rally towel for game day, while supplies last. Don't miss out, Vol Nation. Get to Dick's House of Sport, your home for Tennessee football gear. Proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Show your volunteer spirit and support the children in East Tennessee this season by parking at East Tennessee Children's Hospital on game days. Parking starts at $25 and is only a 12-minute walk to the stadium. Parking staff are Children's Hospital volunteers, ensuring 100% of all funds go directly to caring for the children in our region. To learn more about East Tennessee Children's Hospital's game day parking, visit etch.com. That's etch.com.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean? Does it not look good?
It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret.
No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic.
Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at new NORDICUSA.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS.
Hey folks, Charlie Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Here we go. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Buy any new in-stock Nissan and you'll receive $5,500 for any old sled you can drive to Ted. And remember, it has to drive to be worth $55,000. Retail marketing campaign, one trade-in per vehicle, all rebates included, and NMAC financing.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Who's ready for sunshine? McGee-Tyson Airport has nonstop flights to Key West. Leave the layovers behind and head straight to the island life. Colorful streets, crystal blue water, and unforgettable island sunsets. Pack the flip-flops, grab your sunglasses, and let the fun begin. Knoxville to Key West nonstop. Your ticket to paradise is just one flight away. Find out more at flyknoxville.com.
Baby boomer business owners, are you thinking about retirement but not sure how to sell your business? The team at Transworld Business Advisors helps business owners sell their business all day, every day. Visit sellmyknoxvillebusiness.com or call Doug Coase at 865-207-9454.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale is here. See their sleep experts today to find your perfect bed from their premium selection and save big on better rest. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Following the cold front, we are still left with a good amount of cloud cover and only a small chance for a spotty shower or two. There is a chance we'll start to see a little bit more sunshine developing later this afternoon, but certainly by Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
The Josh and Swain Show is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Thanks for being with us as we continue on Josh and Swain, presented by Junk Be Gone, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists. Jason Swain here. I'm Josh Ward. October 11th. That is 3 days away. Swain, Tennessee basketball fans can check out the basketball team ahead of Tennessee's football game. They're going to have an open scrimmage for fans to go check out this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, this is not the first time that Rick Barnes and company have done this, man. This is a really cool idea. And it's not like, football where a lot of coaches are a little paranoid about what they show at practice. I mean, this guy's hooping.
Right.
So there's no secret plays that can be revealed and shared with the other teams. So this is a really cool, I think, experience for Tennessee fans. They're asked to give so much now in the new age of college athletics. I think this is a cool thing for the basketball program administration to do for our fans, to let them get a sneak peek inside.
Yep. It's free to attend. Gates will open at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and the scrimmage will begin at 11:30. Now, there's no parking for the scrimmage event because the parking is for the football game this Saturday. And no concession stands. So it's just a chance to be able to get into the arena and see the basketball team with their 11:30 scrimmage on Saturday. And then you're right, they've done this before.
It was
before
packed.
Football game. Yeah,
it was packed.
Yeah, great crowd. And I bet there'll be a pretty good crowd because there's some anticipation with this team. Get a chance to see Nate Ament.
Amen.
ESPN ranking Tennessee number 18 in its top 25. Is that too low? Is that a slight?
It's a slight, but hey, we'll take it. I mean, my goodness, you got the number one player in the country, a guy that might be the number one overall pick, and you got Tennessee at 18. I mean, and maybe they are taking in consideration the big loss Zakai Ziegler and Meshack and the impact there with Chaz Lanier, who's playing for the Detroit Pistons. So
sure,
maybe they giving those guys a lot of respect, which I'm all on board.
I'll continue to be on record. Polls are good for conversation. You can see opinions, and this is an ESPN ranking. It's not the coaches poll or AP poll, but it does not mean anything. A preseason basketball poll, as there will be wins and losses for everybody, and there will be a tournament at the end of the season. This year, only 68 teams.
Next year, who knows?
Might be changing. But
all of them might be in there.
Yeah, but scrimmage available to the public, free to attend this Saturday. 11 a.m. gates will open. 11:30 will be the start of the scrimmage for Tennessee's basketball team. Right now, we hand out today's Attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Always remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. Basketball, the theme today, as we hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day thanks to Native Design. AI is the cool thing these days, Swain. You've got ChatGPT, you've got Grok, you've got Claude, you've got everything. But it didn't get cooler than Allen Iverson, his crossover at his peak. But this is pretty cool. So Allen Iverson has his memoir that's coming out, and he's done some interviews recently, including with CBS Mornings, and he discussed the challenges, the problems he's had with alcohol during his life, during his career, and he is 6 months sober, and he is making that a priority because he also wants to be a role model for his family and for young athletes. You want to talk about a player that young players that were coming up looked up to, and when Allen was in the league, he was not in a place to be able to help mentor the right way. He wants to be that now. So I think talking about it publicly, taking on that personal challenge, and doing it partly to help other people, love to see that from Allen Iverson.
Yeah, one of the most influential sports figures in NBA history. He was unapologetically himself. He didn't change for anyone, and so many people respected him for that. You see Allen Iverson every single day in the NBA. I mean, whether it's arm sleeve, headband, braids, like that was Allen Iverson. Everyone wanted to be him. There's only one pair of Reeboks I've ever wore, and those were AIs just because of AI. So just so influential, and glad that number one, he's sober, and he's fighting those demons and winning, 6 months sober, and understands the responsibility of being a role model to younger players and younger people looking up to him.
Yep. He had the practice rant, which you might recall. He also had one of the funniest lines I ever recall. I mean, he worked hard at the game. He did not like to lift weights, though, and he was asked one time why he didn't lift weights, and he responded, because that stuff was too heavy.
Pretty much.
He's not wrong.
He laid it on the line. You can never question how hard he played and his approach to the game.
Yep. So love to see Allen Iverson talking about how he's trying to improve his life so he can help other people, young athletes, members of his family as well. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day thanks to Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. You can get in touch with Native Design. You can see the work that they've done when you go to nativetn.com. It's incredible. Great team for 20 years. Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Connect with Native Design by calling 865-310-3256 or go visit their website, nativetn.com. We will come back for our final segment of today's show. One more segment of Josh and Swain. Before we go this segment, we'll give you another phone number, 656-WINS. To the next person that calls 656-WINS, you get a family 4-pack of tickets to the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair, which is ongoing until October 19th. So another 11 days to go with the event every day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair, the premier holiday shopping destination here this month of October, voted one of the South's most popular events. You can get tickets at both entrances to the Gatlinburg Convention Center, and the next person at 656-WINS will win 4 tickets to the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair. We have one segment to go. It's coming up next on Josh and Swain.
Gary Birchfield here. What does it take to be the premier family of dealers in all of East Tennessee?
It takes a relentless commitment to make sure our customers get the best service and the absolute best deals on new Jeep and Ram trucks. Right now, during the Drive at the Fall event, you can get a new Ram truck starting at $549 a month, or you can get a new Jeep Rubicon starting at just $367 a month, or 0% financing available on select models only at Secret City Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hi, it's Bob Kessler. Turning 65 or retiring soon, Medicare is important, but it can be confusing. That's why the licensed local Medicare agents at Senior Financial Group are here to help at no cost to you. They compare plans from top insurance companies, explain your options, and help you find coverage that fits. Call Senior Financial Group at 865-777-0153 or visit sfgmedicare.com. Medicare made simple. Support you can trust.
Fall seeding season is short and sweet, so now's the time to get that grass seed down. At Mayo Garden Centers, we'll show you how to plant it right so it grows, grows, grows. We buy our premium grass seed by the tractor trailer load direct from Oregon, saving you money on the highest quality seed around. And while most fescue doesn't spread, our Defiance fescue does, thanks to an underground root system that fills in beautifully for a thick, lush lawn. And when the air turns crisp, there's nothing better than football, fire pits, and fall evenings on the patio. Right now, save 33 to 70% off during our annual fall clearance patio furniture sale. And yes, fire pits are in stock and ready for kickoff. Bring your porch to life with seasonal fall decor and colorful accents that make your home feel like autumn. Homegrown since 1878, Mayo Garden Centers is Knoxville's oldest local business, proudly serving generations of East Tennesseans. Visit us in Bearden or West Knoxville near Pellissippi and start your fall with Mayo.
Vols fans, it's Arkansas Week, and there's only one place to get everything you need for game day. Head to Dick's House of Sport in Knoxville and gear up with the best selection of official Tennessee football apparel and tailgate must-haves. Jerseys, hats, tees, and more, all in stock now. Plus, starting this Thursday, when you make a Tennessee purchase, you'll score an exclusive Tennessee Rally towel for game day, while supplies last. Don't miss out, Vol Nation. Get to Dick's House of Sport, your home for Tennessee football gear. Proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Show your volunteer spirit and support the children in East Tennessee this season by parking at East Tennessee Children's Hospital on game days. Parking starts at $25 and is only a 12-minute walk to the stadium. Parking staff are Children's Hospital volunteers, ensuring 100% of all funds go directly to caring for the children in our region. To learn more about East Tennessee Children's Hospital's game day parking, visit etch.com. That's etch.com.
As East Tennessee's #1 commercial real estate brokerage firm, NAI Cola RM Moore delivers unmatched local expertise with over 500 years of combined broker experience. Whether it's office, retail, investment, land, or multifamily, NAI's award-winning team guides you every step of the way, maximizing returns while minimizing expenses. From market analysis to closing, NAI Cola RM Moore makes your commercial real estate goals a reality. Creative, collaborative, committed to you. Online at colamore.com. Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite sports animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Time now for another 5K a day national keyword. Here's your chance to win $1,000 to spend however you wish. This play's keyword is
good. That's GOOD. Good.
Text the word to 95819 to enter yourself to win $1,000. That's 95819. We give you 5 words a day, so make sure you keep it on The Sports Animal. Please don't text while driving. Complete rules are available on our website at 991thesportsanimals.com.
Never miss a second of sports. Download the updated Sports Animal app right now.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain Every Day, presented by Junk Beyond, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists. Every day we're available wherever you get your podcasts. You can go back and listen on Apple, on Spotify, in the podcast section of the WNML app. Swain, yesterday when we were hanging out at Ted Russell Lincoln, we were talking about North Carolina. Things aren't going great there so far with Bill Belichick as the head coach. I mentioned one idea that UNC could consider if it's trying to get out of the relationship with Bill Belichick and maybe not have to pay all of the buyout that would be owed in his contract. Do you remember that suggestion?
Yes, I do remember. I think it would be a good idea for North Carolina.
I thought, hey, maybe, can't think of another time or place where this would have happened, but if you can kind of allow your coach to walk himself into some mistakes, maybe some rules violations that would allow you to get out of that contract for cause, or at least make it easier on negotiating things out if you need to. Well, Andrew Jones of 247sports.com, an outlet owned by CBS, reports that potential exit strategy discussions occurred this morning at North Carolina. And it doesn't mean that Belichick will be fired, but, quote, preliminary conversations about the possibility have occurred. The goal reportedly would be to eliminate or minimize Belichick's buyout, and it seems to be that that is related to accounts of potential rules violations. There are reports emerging that an assistant coach was suspended for providing extra benefits to player families, and that players were selling free tickets they had received for games. And in Jones' reports, he cites an unnamed source saying, quote, there are many other violations that have occurred, many on the recruiting front.
What year is this?
It's 2025.
Assistant coach in trouble for giving a player's family extra benefits. What are we doing? That's just silly. But I understand. Players always have the ability to kind of sell some tickets if they want to. And most schools kind of overlook it, but it seems like they're trying to build a case against Bill Belichick.
WRAL had a long story talking about what's going on behind the scenes and describing the toxic environment within Bill Belichick's program. I told you off air I wouldn't rule out any scenario in which this ends. I would just bet on this ending sooner rather than later. So that could be the end of the season. It could play out all season long. In the report, he stressed that it was his opinion. He wasn't reporting that somebody else was saying this. But in the report that Jones put out for 24/7 Sports, he added that there is a chance. Here's what he wrote, quote, I don't think it's a lock that Belichick coaches the Cal game this week.
I think it's a lock that he's not coaching next year. I don't think you can do it. I mean, when the environment is toxic, when those words are used, you can only imagine what the parents are saying, what the players are saying. You can see how they're playing on the football field. Like, they're not even playing that hard. So you don't really have a choice if you're North Carolina. Like, you have to end this experiment. Mm-hmm. It was a good idea until it was a bad idea. And anytime you can add a great coach like Bill Belichick as your coach, I get it. You make it happen. It's been a disaster. And moving forward, you can't let it last any longer. You have to remove him as a head coach.
Total disaster. And quick correction, the Cal game is next week. They're off this week. And then UNC will play at Cal in a conference game next Friday.
You should have let them go days ago. So that way you can prepare for the Cal game and have all that time bye week.
Well, they might be busy building a case.
Correct.
So that's something to pay attention to there in Chapel Hill.
$10 million is what he is making, according to USA Today. 10.8.
Yep, one of the top 10 highest paid coaches in college football.
Wow. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry, man. They didn't swindle. Yeah, I apologize to Michael Jordan, man. They swindled him and got him all involved, got him all hyped about the football, program for this, yeah, man.
Well, we'll see when Bill has to go, but Swain, I know this. We have to go.
That's right.
Joel Silverberg producing, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for all the interaction, and we will do it again tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Thank you for being with us today. We'll talk to you in 21 hours right here on Josh.